an initial proceeding where we're asking the judge to recognize the urgency and the fact that the member states have to receive the vaccination, and we're asking the judge to recognize that and to order the delivery of doses. But that's just the initial proceedings, though. We also need the main proceedings, where the judge has to decide on the rights and obligations of the proceedings. Has there been a violation or non-respect of the pre-purchase contract, which couldn't be done during the summary proceedings? So the question is, was there an urgency? And if there was, how many doses should be delivered? But of course, we'd also have to submit to the courts the whole question of the possible violation of the pre-purchase contract. And that's what we're doing in the second procedure, which will take longer. And we don't have that time because we want the doses to be delivered. And that's why we started the initial proceedings as summary proceedings. Thank you.
It's true that as part of the urgent proceedings, we are asking, because the member states need the vaccines, for the delivery of these 80-90 million doses, the doses that should have been delivered last quarter. As you know, we should have had 120 million so far, but we have only received 30 million. Notwithstanding this, however, we do believe that the company has failed to respect the terms of the contract and their obligations stemming from it. So that's why we are requesting this delivery to be made. As for fines, as I said, our aim is not to win our money back. Our aim is to make sure that the doses are delivered. And in order to achieve this, we are asking not only as part of the urgent proceedings that the court demand and force the company to deliver, but we are also asking for a fine to be paid. If the company fails to fulfill its obligations, as the court rules, we could ask them to pay a fine. Our aim, however, is not the fine, is not the refund, it's to ensure the delivery of the doses that we were promised. I hope that clarifies things somewhat.
We don't want to have a debate here in the press room because the debates are going to take place before the judges. It's up to the Commission's lawyers to set out the different arguments, including the one that you just mentioned, the ability of AstraZeneca to deliver the doses. But I will give the floor back to Stefan to ask whether he has any further clarifications. Otherwise, I suggest that you just follow the debate in court.
Stefan. Oui, merci.
Thank you, Eric. Yes, as you said, we are inviting journalists to attend the debates in court. We are convinced that we have very sound arguments in demanding what we're demanding before the courts, and we are underlining the fact that there is a capacity production that we invested in quite substantially. There are several factories in the EU which should allow the company to produce the necessary doses. So those are just a few examples of the important arguments which we're raising as part of this legal proceedings.
David, toujours sur le même sujet.
Thank you, David. Is it on the same topic, David Carreta? Yes, just very quickly. I just want to get the full picture. If I've understood correctly, AstraZeneca, for the second semester, is promising 70 million doses. So a total of 100 million. Isn't that correct? Yes, I think that is correct. Stefan? That's what the company has announced. But as we have said as well, We've indicated that this is not the number of doses we are entitled to based on the pre-agreed contract. Thank you.